Hey, howdy, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Cheat Day Crunch. Today we're going to be having Big Macs because the day that I'm recording this, it is a very trendy thing right now that people are trying to do a Big Mac challenge where they try to eat an entire Big Mac in a single minute. And I personally thought that sounded really easy. So instead of doing one Big Mac, I've got two, except for that's kind of clickbait. I'm literally just going to be eating the one Big Mac in a minute, and then I'm going to have the other one at a regular pace because I want this video to not be 2 minutes long. So that being said, I'm going to try to eat one of these in a minute, and then I'll be back with the other one and just eat it at a regular pace and talk to you guys because that's what the point of these Lunchtime with Blake videos are. So, that being said, I'm going to go prep myself for this real quick. Okay, I'm back. So, I actually didn't prep myself. I was going to go get, like, napkins and stuff and get, like, a drink maybe. I think that this is going to be a mess, and I just need to accept the fact that it's going to be a mess because on top of me just doing Big Macs, I personally prefer having extra pickles, extra onions on all of my burgers that I get from McDonald's, so I did that. So this is about to be, like, the messiest Big Mac in the history of Big Macs ever, but that being said, I'm very excited to try this. So, I'm going to put a timer up on the screen. And because I'm doing this and trying to do it in a minute, I'm actually not going to skip ahead. Usually I'll like speed up my videos. This is going to be a full length thing. Let's see if I can do it in a minute. I'm fairly confident I can. Cheers. So it turns out that is a lot more difficult than I was expecting that to be. Now I need to actually go clean up. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I actually wasn't even close at all, and I'm actually really disappointed in myself. I want to say it's because of how messy the burger is and the fact that the burger's kind of sliding around, but I genuinely don't even think that I was at a decent pace that I would have been able to finish that entire burger in that amount of time. So I guess I really am not as quick of an eater as I thought I was. That took me about a minute, and it did take me about 2 minutes, but I do want it to be known, I realized after I hit the minute that I'm like, at this point, I should just enjoy my food because I have 2 burgers. This is my lunch for the day. I do not want my entire lunch being gone in 5 minutes because Jesus Christ. But yeah, that was disappointing. Also, sorry this show is low-key turning into an eating challenge. That was never my intention. Just kind of happened. Should I try doing this other one in a minute? Should I try to redeem myself? I'm going to be honest. Last time I did one of these eating challenges, like last week when I did my Taco Bell and I tried to eat a burrito in 3 bites, the first time I didn't do that great, and then I was able to like adjust and do better the second time. I don't think I'd be able to adjust and do a better job this time. But you know what? For the sake of the video, and I did say that this, you know, I was going to be attempting to eat this in a minute. Maybe I won't clickbait. Maybe I will try to eat this burger in a minute. I'm going to regret this decision, but yeah, I think we're going to attempt to eat this one in 1 minute because last time I feel like I could have gotten a little bit closer. I didn't really take it that seriously. I think I also was really concerned about the fact that I was going to make a mess of myself. I need to just fully send this shit because if I'm being honest, I'm going to make a mess regardless, and I know that that's gross and I don't want to make a mess, but I think that that's the way to do it. So I'm going to put this camera a little bit lower first of all because earlier I wanted to have it over my desk, but I feel like I was making it where I couldn't, like, you couldn't see what I was doing, and I feel like that also did not help my case because I was too focused on the wrong thing. I was focused on the video instead of eating the goddamn burger. I think I just need to focus on eating the goddamn burger and going fucking wild. So I'm going to attempt this. I'm stressed out. I've got a feeling I'm going to strongly dislike this. Also, fun fact about me, I worked at a McDonald's for 3.5 years. This is like one of my second times ever having a Big Mac. I'm not a fan. Also, if I was to order a Big Mac for myself, I would get it without the middle bun. And I guarantee you I could eat that in less than a minute without a problem. The middle bun, this is just a lot of bread, an ungodly amount of bread. So, that being said, now that I've stalled for a little bit, I've gave myself a little bit of time to like breathe. I think I'm going to dive into this again. So, give me a second. I need to get to a good time on my screen so I can know what time it is that I started this. Okay. Ready? And go. That was rough. I felt like I was doing a little bit better there, and then, like, I don't know what happened. I just kind of, like, hit a roadblock. But goddamn, that hurts. That sucks. How do some people do this shit professionally? God, I will tell you this. Usually, after having 2 sandwiches, whether they're, like, the size of a Big Mac or just any sandwich in general, I usually would not be that full. I feel like I'm actually going to throw up because I have had way too much food in such a short amount of time. God damn. Well, that was fun. That was nice to attempt. Do I regret attempting it? A little bit. I'm actually really upset that I couldn't do that. I feel like I should be able to do that. We'll try it again one day. Maybe I'll practice. I don't know. I definitely don't think practicing is a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea. But maybe one day I'll do this with triple cheeseburgers, because I guarantee you a triple cheeseburger, I can put that down a lot quicker. I'm telling you, the hardest part is the bread, because you have to chew the bread, and the bread is just not wanting to be chewed like that. But... And also, for anybody who's like, that's a terrible excuse. Joey Chestnut, right, the guy who's like the world champion hot dog eater, his entire strategy when it comes to eating the hot dogs, he needs to like dip the bread in water first, because if you don't dip the bread in water, it takes too long to eat the bread itself. So I'm not that wrong. Like, I'm onto something here. But damn, I really thought for sure I was going to have it that second time around. Anyways, I think I'm going to go drink an ungodly amount of water, have a salad, and then take a nap. But that being said, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming by and checking it out. I love and appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bow, bow, bow.